Welcome to 15 Minute Theatre, the only review show that squeezes a whole production into 900 seconds. The date is the 8th of April 2019, and we have just been to see A German Life. Open the house. What, James?
Guten Tag, Vicky.
Oh, guten Tag.
No more.
I can't remember.
That's
Okay. So we've just been to see a play, innit? We've been to see a
Yes.
play. We've been to see this play called A German Life at
Yeah.
the Bridge Theatre.
Tell me a bit about it.
Okay, I would, but I can't read your writing.
Shall I do it?
Yeah, so you better do it.
Okay, that was our role reversal. I think we'll stick to how things are for today.
Yeah, but if I wrote it, we'd be able to
So
understand
tomorrow you can do it.
it. Okay, fine.
Great. Okay, so it was adapted from the life and destiny of Brunhilde.
So you can't read your writing either.
Well,
Sometimes I think James rushes things, and they don't
do
get done
not.
properly.
I find that really offensive. It was drawn from the life and testimony of Brunhilde Pomsel. It was written by Christopher Hampton, directed by Jonathan Kent. Now, not to be confused with Superman's father.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Designer was Anna Flischl.
Sure.
And there was only one actor in it.
Was there? Who was that?
Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie?
Dame Maggie Smith, yeah.
Dame Maggie.
And it's at the Bridge Theatre, and it's running until the 11th of May 2019.
Okay.
Oh, Vicky, give us a synopsis, please.
Well, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I was asleep for quite a lot of it.
I know, I'm amazed I stayed awake for it. It's basically about a secretary who worked for the propaganda unit during the Second World War and hung out a bit with girls.
So it's based on a documentary, isn't it? That some chaps made with this German lady that had lived for almost a century or over a century.
But I don't think that was the point. She just lived through the war, didn't she?
Yeah, so it told us a bit about her life pre-war, then a bit about her life during the war, and then a little bit about her life after the war.
Okay, I didn't like this on so many levels.
I didn't like it either.
For a start, it was... I mean, we've seen one-person shows before, haven't we?
To be honest, I do normally avoid the one-person show.
Well, that's more challenging for the actor. But
Yeah.
when Simon Callow did it, he was amazing.
Oh, Callow.
Yeah.
God bless him.
We see him all the time.
Yeah.
Hi there, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
If you're listening. But this reminded me very much of Alan Bennett's Talking Heads.
Yeah.
And Thora Hird doing a cream cracker under the settee, except it wasn't Thora Hird, it was Dame Maggie Smith, and it wasn't as interesting as
And it
Thora
wasn't
Hird
funny.
doing it, and it wasn't funny.
Yeah.
And
But I mean,
and it's all been done before. I thought it borders on exploitation, personally, because we've got Schindler's List. I know these are films. We've got Schindler's List, we've got The Pianist, and we've got Downfall, and this was like a pale imitation of Downfall, and it's like it didn't give us anything else new.
but I mean, what new evidence are you expecting to find out about the Goebbels?
It's not exactly new evidence, but no new interpretation. It was like pulling at our heartstrings in like a really
Yeah, but
clumsy
this
way.
is just somebody's life. It's not. It's somebody's life. It's
But
real. It's real. It's not.
But I just didn't think it was interesting or engaging.
Well, I mean, I clearly didn't because, as I said, I slept through most of it.
Do you know what? As well, I might have to say, at the end of it, we were sat next to two Jewish people who had gone to see the play, and they were really upset because
Why is that?
Maggie Smith was talking about a particular prisoner, a particular concentration camp.
Yeah.
And apparently, at this camp that was mentioned, nobody was. People weren't there. Jewish people.
Oh,
Weren't
so she
there.
said that when she had a shower, she was there for 5. Well, not. I don't think she was there for entire of her.
But that was like a big point, wasn't it?
But she said that when she went in the showers, she would think, "Oh God, this is where they came to die."
Yeah,
So
which
that-
isn't true.
Right.
And also, apparently, the gas didn't come out the shower heads and stuff.
Okay.
So, I just felt every step it was like. It felt like a very well-made GCSE drama project.
Yeah, there was no light and shade in it, was it? It was just sort of one level all the way through.
It was also She was so, this came obviously from the interviews that were done.
Yeah.
But she was so complacent. I would have preferred to see someone who was more defensive. You know, I don't know if it benefited from having an interview with her who was trying to explain. Do you know, this is quite bad what happened. She said at the end, though, I don't believe in justice. I believe in evil, but not justice.
Well, the thing is, it's a real. This is just a real person's account. You can't. It's not been over dramatised, which is what you want.
But so was Downfall, which was about Ava Braun, not Ava Braun.
But Hitler.
It was about Hitler's secretary, wasn't it? Downfall. Downfall was seen from the view of Hitler's secretary, one of the secretaries who worked in Hitler's bunker.
Yeah.
And that was just one person's experiences. Yeah, that was powerful, moving, chilling.
Yeah, but that was a different set of experiences.
Yeah, but they were very similar. The stories that the big set piece in this, when she's talking about the children of Goebbels and stuff, that's exactly what happens.
The thing
in
is,
Downfall.
you can't make somebody's real experience something that it isn't.
No, what I'm trying to say is, I've watched Downfall more than 5 times.
Yeah.
I could not sit through another 5 minutes of that play.
Well, no, neither could I.
So I'm just comparing it for that reason. Because it's the same material, it's the same information, just presented in a really boring way.
Well, it's a different person's experience of it.
I know, but I think it's not the content. The content's very similar.
Yeah.
About the passion of of how the children got killed. Or the passion in the...
Yeah, but she wasn't there. It's different.
No, but she's still telling the story.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we move on?
Okay.
Because I'm a bit annoyed about this whole thing. I feel like I've wasted a bit of my life. I blame you for that, even though it's my idea to go and see this
Don't blame me.
Let's talk about Maggie Smith.
It's hard to know. I'd be interested to see the documentary because I didn't know whether... She kept repeating herself a lot and, hesitating a lot. And I don't know whether that was... I don't know whether that was her not being able to remember her lines or whether that's actually how she was being directed.
I feel it was the latter.
Yeah.
And I think there was an awful lot for her to learn. And I don't know. I think this is my problem as well. It's like... Ian McKellen doing Lear, or that really annoying Irish guy doing Hamlet.
Andrew Scott,
yeah,
who was great in Fleabag.
He was very good in Fleabag. Yeah. But it's like I thought it was self-indulgent. I'm going to learn this play, which is an hour and 40 minutes long, and I'm going to learn it all off the top of my head.
Well, she hasn't been on the stage for a long time, has she?
But
I can't remember how long. It's like 20 years or something.
If you're taking the challenge of entertainment, which is what it is, entertaining an audience or holding an audience for an hour and 40 minutes, you've got to be able to do that.
I think it's a bad choice of play for her.
I mean, she's a great actress.
Yeah.
She's good to listen to, but it started feeling like I was back in GCSE history.
It just seemed to drone on and on and on and on one level with there was no excitement about anything, or there was
nothing.
No drama.
We had 3 or 4 small audio bit pieces, sound effects, didn't we?
That you didn't really need.
No, but also she sat in the chair for the whole time.
Yeah.
When Mr. Callow did.
But I mean, she did point out at the end that she's old and she can't walk properly because she can't see properly.
Yeah, well, that's all fair enough. But when Simon Callow is doing A Christmas Carol...
He loves Simon Callow.
Well, he played all the parts.
A Christmas Callow.
Is that what I said?
No.
But he did, you were visually engaged, and I don't think you can be stimulated just watching someone sitting in a chair talking.
I don't know.
Well, you fell asleep.
I fell asleep. I don't know why I'm defending it.
I know, because you didn't have to sit through it. All right. Staging.
It's pretty boring.
Well, apparently that she moves towards...
The stage moved towards us, yeah. So she was on a parquet floor.
Yeah, I did notice a floor
gradually moved further into the audience, and the set at the back, it was like there was a door, a kitchen bit, like a bookshelf, and a window, and they all moved further apart.
There's no purpose for that.
No.
No purpose.
And it started off light coming in through the window and ended up at night.
Yeah, I noticed the light, the shadows changing, and I thought, oh my god, this is just showing me how long. When I was a kid, and I used to stay at my grandmother's house, I used to sit at the window and look, because we didn't have street lights where I grew up.
Oh.
So I used to sit and look at the street
When you grew
light,
up in the
waiting
1800s.
for it to come on, and I'd never catch it. And I felt like I'd sit there for hours. It was probably only about a minute because I've got quite a short attention span.
Poor little.
But I never, because I wanted to see it go pink and then go yellow.
Did they come around with lighters and light the candles in the street lights? Turn up the gas. Little urchin.
All right, I think we're pretty clear what we hated.
Yeah.
Is there anything you liked?
No.
I liked the first 5 minutes, and then it dawned on me that this is it.
Yeah.
And I knew that it was an hour and 40 minutes of this claptrap.
Yeah. She got a standing ovation though, didn't she?
Not from us.
No.
And not from everyone either, actually.
No.
There's only a few people. They probably knew her.
Well, it's Dame Maggie, isn't it? You've got to give her a clap, at least.
Oh, yeah, but yeah, probably. Anyway, should we take a break?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, audience antics.
Everyone was very well behaved. Everyone sat very quietly.
Well, I suppose if there's anything, I must point out the two Jewish people who sat next to us, and I think they were coming from a society or something, because they were there on business. It felt.
Do you think?
Yeah, and they were saying that they're going to write. They wanted to write to the theatre, and they were really upset actually that it was misinformation, and I felt upset. I know I'm banging on about the films, but I've got no other comparison. But when you watch something like Schindler's List or The Pianist,
they are massively over dramatised.
Of course they are, but you really feel the plight and the persecution of the Jewish people. And in this, it was really skirted over.
Well, she said she didn't really know what was going on, didn't she?
Yeah, but that's what this woman was saying in an interview.
Yeah.
And I don't know if verbatim theatre is the best, most interesting form of theatre anyway. Do you know what verbatim theatre is?
What is verbatim theatre, please fill us all in?
Verbatim theatre is basically when you take an interview and just perform that.
Did you ever see London Road?
No, I saw London's Burning and I hated it.
We'll talk about London Road afterwards.
Oh, right
then.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you to those people in the audience, and I hope you did write to. I hope you did get it changed. Not that you can, because you're saying her interpretation. Actually.
Well, good luck.
Do you know
to
what
them.
I think it would have benefited from?
What's
I think
that?
I've said this.
A song and dance routine.
Definitely. I'm thinking of where you can put that in.
Springtime for Hitler. Sorry, that's very poor taste.
It is. It would have really benefited from having the interviewer.
Have you said that already? You've said that already.
All right, but I really mean it, so I'm going to say it again.
Okay,
because
fine. You can say it again.
Even if they just ask the questions they ask, having them looking and the reactions will at least give them something else to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That's enough. Should we score it?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go first because you went first last time.
Okay.
Performances, James. Well,
I struggle with this because I think she
gave a good. She's a look.
Yeah.
But I was saying she could read the back of a cereal packet and make it sound interesting.
Yeah.
And she's got a certain tone, and she was just doing that. So I'm going to give her an 8. Well, that's generous, I think. Vicky.
It's tricky, isn't it? Because it's Dame Maggie Smith.
Just because she's got a dame in the front doesn't mean you have to. There's nothing like.
I'm going to give her an 8 as well because I did fall asleep, but
okay.
she was.
Yeah,
she is
good.
good.
You shouldn't be able to mark any of these.
Yeah.
Staging and technical, Vicky.
Oh, I'm going to give it like a 6.
You're joking. I'm giving it a 2.
The stage moved. Okay.
Oh my lord! Right, narrative 4, but that's generous.
I'm going to give it a 5.
Originality. I'm giving it a 1.
You really hate it. I'm going to give it a 4.
And was it worth it? 3.
I'm going to give it a...
And that's for sitting and watching Maggie Smith.
I'm going to give it a 4 for sitting and watching Maggie Smith.
Alright, so listen, while I total these all important scores, would you be so kind as to tell the listener, I like the fact you were looking, but you already know.
I know what we're going to see.
What we're going to see. We've got a bit of a theme going on this week, so tell the audience, please.
So, tomorrow night, in fact, we are going to go and see Fiddler on the Roof, which is another one of James's choices.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
This is James's
don't blame
James's
me
week.
for today, because that'll mean I'll never get to choose another play again. I only ever get to choose like 1 in 5, listener.
That's absolute nonsense.
We could go through them in the award show.
Okay, fine. Complete pointless. exercise. Anyway, we're going to see Fiddler on the Roof, which will hopefully be a lovely, uplifting, joyful sing-along or dance-along. Done the scores?
I have done the scores. It gets harder every time. Right, it gets a star rating of 2.25.
Oh, that's
which
poor.
puts it right at the bottom of the leaderboard,
Oh,
below
that is
the American
poor.
clock. Oh my lord.
Poor Maggie.
It puts it way lower than the Wider Earth,
Yeah.
which I now use as my leveler.
At least that was a bit entertaining.
Well, look, I think I'm going to put, if this was a GCSE exam paper, I must try harder.
Poor Maggie.
Poor Maggie, never mind. It's done, we're done, the war's done, let's all move on and try and get on with our lives.
Okay, good.
I feel like I need another musical.
I feel like I need a drink.
Thankfully, that's the theatre bell, which means we can
thank
do
God.
all those things.
Let's go.
See ya.
Bye. If you're brave enough to have your theatre production reviewed, please contact us at 15minutetheatre@gmail.com. Find us on Twitter and please rate and review us on iTunes. Thanks for listening.